Hello and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 3 of Alien, the original screenplay. This is the Dark Horse adaptation of Star Beast, the original script, the original screenplay for Alien by Dan O'Bannon. Again, it's an adaptation, so some of it is loose and some of it's sort of altered somewhat, but it's a pretty good adaptation, in fact, and if you've missed part 1, you'll find it linked down below in the description box. But that being said, ladies and gents, let's dive right into it. That stuff's eating right through the metal. It's going to eat through the decks and right out through the hull. There, look! They're chasing the acid that they unwittingly unleashed upon themselves. Jesus, what can we put under it? There, should be coming through, right about there. Careful, don't get under it. Just as they think it's continuing, it stops. Hey, guys, seems to have stopped penetrating. I think it's fizzled out. Never seen anything like that in my life, except molecular acid? But this thing uses it for blood. Hell of a defense mechanism. You don't dare kill it. It stopped? Yes. Yes, thank heaven. Let's look at Broussard's data stick. Let's see what happened to him. The crew gather and begin watching. That must have been when he got it. The same thing must have happened to the creatures on the other ship, except they took one of those jars on board and opened it there. At first, I thought they were jars too, or artifacts anyway. But they're not, they're eggs, or spore casings. Let's go back to the hieroglyphics and begin deciphering the hieroglyphs. It's a crude, symbolic language, looks primitive. Primitive pictorial languages are based on common objects in the environment, and this can be used as a starting point for translation. My God! What about Broussard? I'll check him. The rest of you continue. I'll come with you. The captain and crew member make their way down to Broussard. You know, it's fantastic. The human race has gone this long without ever encountering another advanced life form, and now we run into a veritable zoo. What do you mean? Well, those things out there, they aren't the same, you know? The spaceship and the pyramid, they're from different cultures and different races. That ship just landed here, crashed like we did. The pyramid and the thing from it are indigenous. How could anything be indigenous to this asteroid? It's dead. Well, maybe it wasn't always dead. Speaking of dead, they stop there in their tracks, shocked. It's gone! The creature has detached itself from Broussard's face. It's disappeared. Now we're in for it. The door was closed. It must still be in here. No, don't open the door. We don't want it escaping. Well, what the hell good can we do in here? We can't grab it. It might jump on us. Maybe we can catch it, as long as we're careful not to damage it. They start looking around for the creature and attempt to track it down. They see one of the tentacles, crawls out from its hiding place and jumps on the captain. Ah! Shit! Oh. I think it's dead. It's just there on the floor. They pick it up and put it in a jar. Easy. Let's get this to the lab. Slamming down the jar, keeping it safe and secure, lest it actually be alive. So there, now in the lab, creature on table, the alien on the table. Look at these suckers. No wonder we couldn't get it off him. And is that its mouth? More likely that organ, the tube-like thing, fits up in there. They start dissecting it. Ugh. Quick, it's decomposing. Give me something to grab it with. It just suddenly starts to decompose right before their eyes. The acid unleashes. Catch! Christ, let's get it out of here. The urgency is very real here. The acid could eat away at the entire ship, leaving them stranded on the rock. So the captain holds it and starts navigating it away down through the ship. Open the main lock! And they quickly just jettison it out. That was too close. My God. It's even lethal when it's dead. And we see the mass of flesh, the alien organism on the floor, eating away at the rock. I'm sorry to say it looks like you were right in the first place, Martine. We never should have landed here. Look, I'm not trying to rub anybody's nose in anything. The important thing is, let's just get away from here as fast as possible. A touching moment between crew and captain. I can't lean on Faust any harder. If we knew exactly what happened to the beings on the other ship, well, we do know that they never made it off the planet. The parasites won. But where did the parasites come from? They seem native to the planet. It's got an atmosphere and a dense gravity. It's dead now, but once it must have been fertile. No, it's just too small to support fauna as big as the parasites. If there was a native ecology, it would have to be microscopic. Couldn't the pyramid have been built here by the space travellers? Too primitive. It's pre-technological construction. Iron Age culture at best. But they're spores from the tomb. God knows how long they've been here. And then over the intercom, Faust interjects. Faust dear, guess what? The engines are fixed. And that's it, they blast off. We made it. Damn, we made it. You bet we made it, Martine. Set course for Earth and accelerate us into star drive. Captain and crew walk down the hallways of the ship. I think the best thing to do with Broussard is just freeze him as he is. It'll arrest the progress of his disease and he can get complete medical attention when we get back to the colonies. We'll all have to go into quarantine. Maybe for quite a while. That's okay. He can remain in hypersleep until they're ready to treat... What? We see Broussard, he's getting up. Mouth's so dry. Can I have some water? How do you feel, Del? Wretched. What happened to me? Do you remember the pyramid? No. Just some horrible dreams about smothering. Where are we? We're going home. We're in hyperspace. We're going into the freezers now. I'm really starving. Can we get some food before we go into the freezers? And so the crew gather one last time. The Last Supper, you could say. Boy, do I feel a lot better. It's a straight shot back to the colonies and then we can start taking bids on the pay dirt. Any bets on the top bid? Well, we should at least be able to each buy our own planet. I'm going to write a book about this expedition. The commander normally has first publication rights. First thing I'm going to do when we get back is eat some biological food. And suddenly Broussard interrupts, almost choking. I'm getting these cramps. Breathe deeply. Oh God, it hurts so bad. We see blood starting to spray out of his chest. And there at the table, his chest rips open, something pushing itself out from the inside. And it jumps out of him and races off. Oh no, what was that? What the Christ was that? It was growing in him the whole time, and we didn't even know it. That thing used him for an incubator. And the body of Broussard ripped open, blood at the table. We can't go into hypersleep. Not with that thing running around loose. We'd be sitting ducks in the freezers. But we can't kill it. If we kill it, it will spill all of its body acids. We'll have to catch it and eject it from the ship. Well, I kind of have to point it out, but all our supplies are based on us spending a strictly limited amount of time out of suspended animation. And as you know, We used up most of that time in harvesting. Alright. So, what have we got, a week? There's plenty of time. We're going to flush it out, room by room, corridor by corridor. We'll have to trap it. We could cut a section out of that metallite netting. It won't hold up to that acid, but aside from that, it's pretty strong. We have to avoid injuring it. What we really need is some electrical animal prods. I think I could cobble something together. And there, the stage is set. The plan. They need to catch the alien. Good. Get on it. But first, I'm issuing a standing order from this moment forth. Everyone will wear protective garments, including helmets. I thought I'd find you here, Malconis. I was thinking of a line from an old poem. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. All that space out there and we're trapped in this ship. We can't even radio for help. The carrier wave wouldn't reach its destination till long after we died and turned to dust. We are utterly, absolutely alone. Halfway across creation. Time and space have no meaning out here. We're living an Einstein equation. Come on. Let's go above and see how they're coming with the gear. We're the new pioneers, Captain. We even have our own special diseases. And we see the crew getting the equipment together. Cattle prods, nets. These have portable generators in them. They're insulated. Just be careful not to touch the end. And to show how dangerous it is, a sharp jolt sparks out against the table. Might even incinerate the damn thing. I hope not. How do we locate the creature? With these tracking devices, you set it to search for a moving object. It hasn't got much range, but when you get within a certain distance, it starts beeping. Well, at least we won't have to go digging around in closets with our bare hands. Alright. Here's the battle plan, Captain says. We're going to break into 2 teams and start systematically covering the ship. Whoever finds it first catches it in the net and ejects it from the nearest airlock. Clear? For starters, let's make sure the bridge is safe. And so they head to the bridge, tracking device in hand. It's clear. Alright. Roby and Malconis will go with Faust. Hunter and I will make the second team. We'll all carry communicators. We want to keep in constant touch. Nothing yet. Nothing. We can move pretty fast as long as there's nothing on the tracker. It starts beeping. Hold it. I've got something. Where's it coming from? The machine's screwed up. I can't tell. Needles spinning all over the dial. Is it malfunctioning? No, just confused. It's coming from below us. And the beeping continues. Louder, louder, quicker. Okay, that way. What happened to the lights? Bulbs burned out. Nobody bothered to replace them. Keeps beeping. Louder, louder. Hold it. It's within 4 meters. Louder. The beeping continues. Squats down, ready to open a door. He opens the door quickly. Hold it! And we find out it's the cat. We're making fools of ourselves. This is standard. We've got it up here. It's trapped in the food storage room. Get up here, fast.